Welcome back to the Apartment Geek Weekly. I'm your host, Chris Robinson, and we're talking about things that are presently in the industry that are coming up as either good things or, in this case, kind of an issue or a challenge. And one thing I wanted to talk about for a few minutes today is financing on deals. And what we're seeing out there in the marketplace is we're seeing things that are priced correctly, but the lenders are being very conservative on how much loan dollars are willing to give. And obviously the rates have gone up. So we're like 6.75, give or take, on interest rates today. And what that's doing with the conservative financing is it's the loan dollars typically over the last 20 years, 60 to 70% loan to value was achievable for an apartment building, 5 units to 500 units in San Diego County. Now we're seeing stuff that's much lower, like 30, 40, 50% loan to value. So you have to come in with a really big down payment. In a lot of cases, it's more than 50%, given all the current parameters. So what I kind of thought I would chat about for a sec is kind of thinking outside the box and looking at creative ways to still purchase real estate and still buy something that fits your parameters. We talk a lot about momentum. If you want to become a real estate investor that ultimately has freedom of time and lifestyle and you don't have to work at all, momentum and consistency is your best friend. You always want to be in the market. You always want to be looking for stuff or properties to add to your portfolio to increase your net cash flow, to increase your equity, and to kind of grow what you're doing. So when you're looking at a deal today, if you see something that's priced right, and I'm starting to list some real estate, and frankly, I'll go and say it, I'm pricing things right, correctly, given what we've seen change-wise in the last 12 to 18 months. So I'm adjusting, and I'm still seeing the loan dollars really limited. So what can you do? You can go talk to a friend, a partner. You can partner up on deals to come up with more down payment. You can go look at hard money if you're talking about a property where you can add value to it and get the rents raised within the next 60 to 180 days, 2 months to 6 months. Go borrow money at 10, 11%. You're going to be in the red for a bit. You're going to be kind of feeling the pain, but you can refinance out of that property and put permanent debt on in 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Is there some risk exposure to that? Sure. Are rates going to be at 8, 9, 10%? I really don't think so. I think we're kind of hovering around the 6.5 to 7, maybe 7.5%. It's not absurd. It's higher than what we've seen, but I think your risk exposure is pretty limited. If you get some hard money now and you get possession of the property, the biggest issue that I see, and I've seen this for 20 years, is people, they can't figure it out, so they pass on buying the property, and then they just don't get in the game or they don't add to their portfolio. So phone a friend, go find a partner who you can partner up with. Look at hard money. Look at other properties. We talked about this maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago at 1031 Exchange. If you have something, put it on the market. This is kind of an interesting time to sell something and leverage into a new property where you need a bigger down payment. So that's an option too. If your gross income's going from 100,000 on the old property to 175,000 potential or 200,000 on the new property, now is a really good time to get under the bar and put some extra weight on there and kind of feel the pain and push it. Creative financing, there's all kinds of different ways to look at things. Ask the seller if they'll carry back a note for 6 months, 1 year, 18 months, enough for you to go in, take possession, raise the rents, figure out some deals with the tenants, remodel some units, whatever is in your business model, then go refinance in 6 months, 12 months, etc. I'll leave it with that. I think this is a great time if you see a property where you're like, intuitively, I want to own this thing. This is an addition. This is a great addition to what I have growing. Think outside the box. How can you get that property and still make it work? Ask questions to the broker, ask questions to the seller. Would they be willing to look at this option, maybe do a longer escrow and go give you time to go sell something else or refinance something else. So think outside the box is kind of what I wanted to leave people with today. And until next time, be well, and I'll see you soon.